we're going to be taking a look at the pre-alpha version of Swordburst 3. What is Swordburst 3? Swordburst 3 is an open-world RPG style game that has a variety of quests, skills, gear, with currently an upgrade system and 2 boss fights in this current pre-alpha version that I'm going to be showcasing off to y'all today. So they do plan to add more the week following when this video releases, so keep that in mind. I do want to give a big disclaimer that I was given free access to the pre-alpha version of Swordburst 3. However, all opinions expressed in this video are my own. As I'm recording this, I've completed all content available after about 5 hours of playtime. I will give you a massive warning. There is going to be spoilers from here on out, so if you don't want to be spoiled for what's in the alpha, please drop a like on the video and have a good day. And if you're still on the fence after I've gone over everything in this video, I have uploaded a complete walkthrough of my play session that I had on my second channel, and I will have that linked down below. The game starts out with you spawning in a very open field and being able to complete your first quest. These quests are your main source of experience, not just killing the random mobs around the map. You also will be able to run around and find hidden chests throughout the world. Some of these are going to be as simple as running down a pier to others being hidden behind waterfalls. Thank you, Abstract Alex, for showing this to me. Super OP greatsword, by the way. I found myself running all over the map just looking for these chests. There's roughly about 7 to 8 if you are looking for them. As you progress through the first area, you will see pillars. These pillars are going to be acting as your waystones, ability to teleport around the map, and they are your respawn points if you do die. After you've completed your first few levels, you will clear out this cave, and this unlocks the ability to mine. Simply by pressing the 1 button, will you be able to go and start mining things. It's really quite simple. Also, you're able to dash by holding Q. Neither of these things are explained to the player. Something they need to address for the devs in the future is new player knowledge, so now y'all can be moving around a lot faster. After the cave, we open up into the forest area where our first major shop area is. These shops are the only way to get gear other than chests and bosses. At this point, there is no drops from normal mobs currently. There is a big marketplace area that if you return to the main teleporter that you spawned on, you'll be able to be teleported to an area that has a shop and upgrade station along with an arena. Now here you're going to be able to upgrade your gear. There is a chest in this area and you're able to buy some of the new gear. Now in the PvP arena, it looked very nice. I did not partake in any PvP that's currently in the game, so I really don't have anything I can add for that. Now as I did comment, the main town and the arena both are really well made, and this is something I do really want to give the devs credit for. A lot of the game felt very clean, with a few hiccups here and there, but it is alpha. At this point in the game, after you've cleared the mines, you'll have a few levels and acquired some gear, and the enemies will have gotten stronger where you can't just slash at them randomly. So you'll be introduced to the burst skill system, where each weapon type, so sword, greatsword, and dual wield, each have their own set of skills or bursts that they're able to use. Now you are able to level up these abilities, and some of these abilities are universal through all of them, much like your heal, and much like whirlwind are available in all 3. However, there are some very select abilities only available for sword, greatsword, and dual wield, so you do need to be careful with your upgrades, because there's currently no respec system. Meaning if you mess up, you can't undo it. And a bit of a word for the wise, do not upgrade agility unless you're completely satisfied with the rest of your upgrades, because I made that mistake by upgrading it to max. Now that we've unlocked this section, we now can face one of the first 2 of the mini bosses that are here. So we have Hagen, and then later we have Gallard. The boss's HP does scale to the number of players fighting it. The gate will lock you inside for the fight. Each of the bosses has their own loot tables, and the percents are displayed in their area prior to the fight starting, so you can see what they do drop. These bosses are a challenge to solo, but a little bit less in a group, so if you're able to do them in a group, I would recommend doing that. Now that we covered a lot of the basics of the game, let's get to some of the questions and concerns I've seen some people have. Is there a lot of content? Like I stated earlier, I finished the content in about 5 hours. This was with me going on random goose chases around the map looking for chests, not really focusing too much on bosses except for Gallard, and I will tell you the max level at this time is 20. You can overlevel yourself, but it does not do anything. Do the mobs have animations? Every single one of the mobs has an idle and an attack animation. So this is not going to be a situation like we had with Swordburst 2 where the model just randomly runs at you and you start taking damage. Paying for teleport. This was something I saw someone have an issue with. Do you have to pay for teleports? Nope. So this game for teleportation is done very simple. There's these waystones across the map. You are able to unlock them and get to any of the areas in the first floor. You may need to click through some things, but again, it is completely free. Is this game pay to win? While I was playing this, no. Recently, they added a game pass for dual wield. I will give my opinion on this at the end of the video with my overall general thoughts in the game. How bad are the bugs? Overall, not bad. There's currently an issue with the mini bosses that you're able to cheese by jumping on them or being the shortest character height, but the devs are aware and are working to patch it. Although honestly, I've spent way too much time sitting on the boars and the mooses, spinning around in a circle. I don't know why. It's just amusing. Now, the biggest issue that I'm going to hear from a lot of players is that up front, we have to pay for the alpha access. And the alpha access is 400 Robux. Now, keep in context, I'm going to give for and against here for y'all. Many of the devs team do this for alpha release of their games. It's to keep their numbers low. It's to allow those who want to be a part of the alpha to be a part of it, to have a bigger testing team. Those who do choose to buy it are getting a cosmetic or an aura. They haven't stated what. I am aware a lot of the community is up in arms about this. Personally, I'll be paying for my alt to have access, and here's why. Whether y'all know it or not, 99% of the games don't have any form of public access. It is normally beta at earliest, meaning the alpha interaction, the alpha playtime that you're going to have is normally something that's done behind closed doors. What this does mean is that the players that are going to be playing during the closed alpha, or the paid alpha, are going to be getting game knowledge compared to those who won't be playing it. Y'all can watch my videos all you want, but that's not going to give you the in-game experience of actually playing it. I do want to stay. I completely understand and respect those who wish to wait for full release. So basically 400 Robux right now is the price for game knowledge. Do I personally like that they have done this? No. I actually find this practice very predatory, and it does not guarantee a full game for players, meaning I don't know how much of this game they're actually going to release. And with this kind of leads me to my final point and my thoughts and opinions on what I experienced. The things I like overall, it's well made. The animations, the models look good. The overall mechanics worked well. It was an enjoyable 5 hours to grind. Love the upgrade system, the index for the drops at the bosses. Now the things I hated. The 400 Robux paid access. I paid 273 Robux for a 50-hour plus beta access. That's beta, okay? So it had 10 times more for 100 less Robux. I honestly just wish the devs would have kept the access closed or would have lowered it. That's just me personally. And unfortunately, while I was setting up the video, they released a game pass for dual wield. While I was playing in the pre-alpha, we had access to all weapon types. And I do believe Snoopy from the Discord said it best here in regards to my thoughts and the community's thoughts about having the additional weapon options for the future, because there will be other weapon options. They have stated this, that they will be adding more weapon options, about having a paywall. I understand you guys need to make money somehow. And of course, if you monetize through cosmetics and not via pay to win measures, which I respect on your end, assuming that this is the plan. Hopefully this is just a cosmetic feature, Snoopy. I really hope so. But dual wield is an iconic staple to the SB series. Kids want and need to roleplay as the Edukirito to get that hit of dopamine. And it should not be locked behind a paywall. Let us unlock it through a questline, not a paywall. So I am certainly hoping that they have not locked dual wield behind a paywall. And I really hope I am wrong. Honestly, what they should do is do exactly how they do for World Zero, where you can unlock a weapon with Robux, but you have to hit a level requirement. Or even a quest requirement, like Snoopy said. Then honestly, at this point, I wouldn't even be fussing. And if they do this at one point, I will pin it in the comments section down below so y'all know that this has been changed. But if this is how they're going to continue to do their weapon styles in the future, I don't know if I honestly will continue to play this game. I'm not a fan of being hit with massive paywalls. This is not WoW. This is not EA. Nope. I don't want to have to play for all of that. Give me an XP Game Pass. Give me an inventory Game Pass. Give me a cosmetic Game Pass. That's fine. But paywalling, game mechanics, weapon styles, no. So my suggestion is if you want the game knowledge and the cosmetics, do go ahead and buy the alpha. Otherwise, I would wait to see how things are doing. You're probably going to have another week or two to buy them, from what I understand, so kind of keep that in mind. I do want to thank y'all for being here. If you would, please smash the lovely like button and do the same subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. And have a good day. Bye.